He's going to be representing New Jersey. He's going to be in that courtroom in front of that judge. Randy Mastro, also a partner at King and Spalding. Nice to have you back on Good Day New York.
Pleasure to be back with you.
So everybody's talking about that this is a last-ditch effort. Do you think you have a shot?
Well, Rosanna, let's be clear. The judge ruled in our favor on the principal issue in the case. He said the FHWA, that's the federal government, and the MTA acted in an arbitrary and capricious manner in determining what mitigation would be provided. In New Jersey, the plan that was approved provided none. So we won that decision. The only question now is, he's remanded the case and said, you've got to explain, federal government and MTA, what mitigation measures, if any, there are going to be for New Jersey, and whether they address the significant adverse environmental impacts on many New Jersey communities with increased air pollution, chronic disease levels found to be likely to occur under congestion pricing.
So I don't understand this, Randy, because there have been other groups in New York City who also cited the environmental study and that it was rushed through and not completely done, like this group in Lower Manhattan. Why is Jersey getting some traction?
Well, simple reason. The New York cases were principally about other issues like, unconstitutional taxation, Commerce Clause, issues like that. And there was some mitigation specified in this final plan for New York, including enormous amounts of money going to the Bronx. But for New Jersey, in this plan, none. Not a commitment of anything, even though there are many New Jersey communities that will be adversely affected.
Can New Jersey be bought? I mean, what happens if the governor says, hey, we'll give you a few $1 million?
Let me be clear. Governor Murphy has been a profile in courage. He has stood up for the people of New Jersey under enormous pressure. He has said, this isn't right what you're doing to New Jersey, having provided no mitigation for New Jersey, having imposed these kinds of tolls on New Jersey commuters who can't afford it. So to me, he's a profile in courage. Today, we go to court on a simple proposition. The MTA has said, we don't care that the judge found that we acted arbitrarily and capriciously. We're going to go forward on Sunday night anyway. We're there asking the judge for clarification.
Some of the supporters for congestion pricing, MTA, maybe Governor Hochul, might say, look, New Jersey already tolls people on the Garden State Parkway, on the New Jersey Turnpike to deal with some of the issues that they have, to improve the road conditions there. Who are they to say that we can't do the same thing in the city? How do you respond to that?
Dan, it's simple. On the New Jersey side, coming in to Manhattan, huge tolls, $15 plus at every spot. Holland, Lincoln, George Washington.
Yeah, the tolls that we've paid for years and years.
How about on the east side? None. From Long Island into the city, none. So New Jersey is going to get a double hit from congestion pricing. And there's going to be, this is the most important thing, the MTA and the governor of New York, when it suited their purposes, they delayed this for months. They could flip the switch at any point. The status quo is, don't let this harm happen. It's not in place yet. Let's see what the remand produces. Let's see if there's any rational explanation for the lack of mitigation for New Jersey, because there hasn't been, and you cannot, under federal law, allow a project to go forward when it doesn't, without a full environmental review, when it doesn't provide mitigation for adversely affected communities.
You've said New Jersey remains firmly opposed to anything moving it forward, especially in the last weeks of the Biden administration. Political kind of insinuations there. Is this political at all? And are you just delaying this until President-elect Trump can get in there, who said he's opposed to it?
Actually, the only thing political that has happened here has been on the part of New York officials. This was delayed for months, and then all of a sudden, it was a rush to judgment. And even in the face of a court order where normally a remand on such a serious deficiency in the environmental review would automatically mean you don't go forward. The MTA announces to the world, we don't care, we're going forward anyway. That's why we're going to be in court this afternoon.
If they flip the switch, could President-elect Trump then unravel it? Or once it's up and running, does the federal government have any ability to turn it off?
I'm not going to talk about what might happen in the future other than what's happening in my case. And Judge Gordon has ordered a remand because of the deficiencies in the mitigation explanation. It was arbitrary and capricious what the MTA and the federal government did. And until they get it right, federal environmental law says you can't go forward. And that's what we'll be explaining to the judge this afternoon.
All right, so you expect a decision today?
I do, because we're grateful the judge has scheduled the hearing for this afternoon, knowing that the MTA, no matter what he's already ruled, intends to flip the switch Sunday night.
Who else is going to be with you today in the courtroom?
I'm sure there will be many supporters of our position in the courtroom. I'm sure the MTA will gin up its own supporters. It's not about whether you like or dislike congestion pricing. It's about complying with federal law and not endangering people's lives because of adverse environmental consequences that aren't mitigated. That's why this has to be stopped.
A lot at stake in the courtroom in New Jersey this afternoon. Thank you very much, Mr. Mastro.
Thank you, Ben.
Appreciate it.
Rosanna.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
Nice to see you. Good luck.